Welcome back, folks, to the L Max Show. All right, let's get into this. United States, we got a problem. We got one serious problem. We got Joe Biden. Of course, everybody knows that he has dementia. They're trying to get him out, but he doesn't want to go. Then we have to throw in Kamala Harris, vice president. I hope I'm saying her name right. So the thing is with those two is a lot of money was donated to the Biden administration. And if either one of them don't run, then they got to give that money back. And you know that's not about to happen. So let's get into this video and let's check it out. And let's make a decision on this. And I'll get back to you later.
The highest ranking black Indian with Indian background woman in American history to be vice president.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, looking like what's he gonna do next?
That's nuanced. November of 2024 is binary.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And when you look at the difference, I would ask people to really imagine what the world will be like on January 20th, 2025.
Boom!
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber.
So what's on your mind?
Oh, Madam VP Harris, I'm worried about the election. Women's reproductive rights are on the line. Our Supreme Court is on the line. Our basic freedoms are being tested, Madam VP. I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing?
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji. There is so much at stake in this moment. The majority of us believe in freedom and equality. But these extremists, as they say, they not like us.
They not.
There's a full-on attack on our fundamental freedoms.
Hey.
I'm just
Hello. Okay. Hi.
Damn.
Hi.
constituents
Whoa.
were
Wait
just
a minute,
outside
sir.
this person just a few minutes ago asking for your
Hi.
attention to a much bigger idea than
Thank you so much, sir, for your big idea. But we want to make sure that we are able to get through this.
Long before she met
Wow.
Doug Emhoff, she dated some prominent men, including in 2001, former talk show host Montel Williams.
What?
Back then, he was the famous one and had to introduce her to the paparazzi. Now, the whole world knows who she is.
I did not
I
know
don't
that.
necessarily think it has to be Vice President Kamala Harris. And as viewers in Australia may already be familiar with, she isn't the most popular political figure here. And yet, as you point out, obviously, there is a base of support, including a strong base of support within the Democratic Party. And removing someone who is a person of color, a woman from consideration is just, political kryptonite, especially within the Democratic Party. But at the same time, Biden has essentially created these conditions. Kamala has to go along with him. And so you may see governors like Gavin Newsom in California, Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan, Andy Beshear down in Kentucky, who start to put themselves, or their supporters start to put them forward. And I think, quite frankly, those are our strongest candidates going into November.
And Newsweek senior editor-at-large Josh Hammer doubled down, saying Kamala Harris is less popular than venereal disease.
The problem with Kamala Harris, Rita, as you know, is
that she's less popular than venereal disease. I mean, she's just an absolutely horrific politician. She, no one particularly likes her leadership. People leave her office. They leak like a sieve to the mainstream media about what a terrible boss she is. So they're not going to do it. So I am increasingly convinced that Joe Biden actually is here to stay. And again, God help us, because it's not a pretty sight.
You're right about Kamala Harris. She's just floundering. We played some footage of her earlier and it was cringe-worthy.
The criticism of Kamala Harris isn't baseless.
We're going to have to pray for this. If she wins, or if Biden wins, we're going to be like that lady and praying. Let's go.
VP has repeatedly displayed cringy behaviour that have put many offside. Elon Musk called out Kamala Harris for her lies about Donald Trump, reveals Sky News All-Star Kayla Bond.
To inject billions of dollars in aid to this region to help reduce that migrant surge. In April, nearly 180,000 migrants were apprehended by U.S. Border Patrol, the highest number in 20 years. And more unaccompanied migrant children come from Guatemala than anywhere else.
16,000 unaccompanied children tonight in custody. What's victory look like in this, or what does improvement look like?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. And I would suggest to you that we have seen progress already. When we have 12 of the biggest corporations of America who have, I convene them in my office and they have agreed to help us work on this issue. Success so far is the bringing together of community-based organizations, not only in the United States, but here in Guatemala. Today, that was one of my meetings with civil society leaders, to let them know we see them and we understand their concerns about corruption, and we also understand their role of leadership to help us in terms of how we prioritize our work in this region.
So how quickly does this change what we see at the border?
I don't know that we're going to see it. Listen, I've been very clear from the beginning. There's not going to be a quick fix. So we've seen progress. But the real work is going to take time to manifest itself. Will it be worth it? Yes. Will it take some time? Yes.
There's one other topic I wanted to talk to you about, but let me just quickly put a button.
Okay.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
No, she doesn't want to go to the border. Nah, she don't want to go.
I'm here in Guatemala today. At some point, we are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't
3 years ago,
understand the point that you're making.
When you first got
President
in.
Joe Biden on Wednesday put Vice President Kamala Harris in charge of efforts to stem the flow of migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border that has led to a surge in unaccompanied children and an overcrowding of processing facilities. Harris said she'll work to address the root of the problem with leaders from El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. Many migrants say they make the journey to escape poverty, crime, and battered economies from natural disasters in Central America. Their remarks came moments before some U.S. journalists were allowed access Wednesday to a migrant facility in Carrizo Springs, Texas, as reporters pressed the White House for more transparency. Senate Republicans blame a surge of migrants at the border on Biden's decision to reverse former President Donald Trump's policies to deport illegal immigrants.
What did you make of how they both performed and the way that they were appearing in the camera and beyond? Who had a strong reaction, especially to the age component?
I would have to say, after watching the debate and watching how Biden handled himself and answering the questions, it reassured me of his unassurance, be able to lead our country. I'm concerned he was hesitant, very not cognitive. Seemed like his data, he was missing his numbers. So very concerning. That's somebody I don't think that needs to lead our country.
I definitely agree with that. Let's go.
Last week's CNN presidential debate could go down as one of the worst in history, mostly due to the shocking performance by President Joe Biden. But we have just heard from Donald Trump. He's been caught in a leaked video supplied to the Daily Beast where he revealed what he really thinks about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
They did the debate the other night. Oh, amazing. Kicked that old broken down pile of crap. Yeah. It's a bad guy. He just quit, He's quitting the list. Is that right? Yep. I got him out of it. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. It's so pathetic. It's so moving. It's just so bad. So I just can't imagine. But can you imagine that guy dealing with Putin and the president of China, who's a fierce person? He's a fierce man, a very tough guy. And they see him, they probably they can't. But they just announced he's probably quitting. Yeah, keep knocking him out.
Okay, now you, like me, are likely frustrated with the illegal alien invasion that Biden has allowed on the United States of America. However, you might not know just how much money these illegals are being given. What? Some of you may know that they're being given monthly cash. Some of you may know that they are being put up in $700 a night hotels. That's $21,000 a month in benefits. Most of them are given 3 free meals a day. However, I'm going to react to the mayor down in the San Diego, California area, where he exposes how they're actually getting more benefits than you and I would get.
Here in San Diego County, we're seeing a lot of stuff happening here at the border. And you guys being a border town, how is it affecting the city here?
Since October, we've had over 250,000 drop-offs in San Diego, these street releases. The county of San Diego already spent $6 million on a migrant welcome center, which I'm not sure why we need that, but they've just allocated another $19 million for that. But, there are also costs that you don't see. Everybody that comes across, whether they're a citizen or not, is entitled to full health care. That even includes having sex change operations. That's an expense for the whole family. People that come over with kids are put up in hotels. Those hotels costs $8,000 to $10,000 per month, and that's paid for by the city. So these are expensive things. Now there's a bill in California that says that if you're a illegal alien, you can get free college tuition, even a 20% down on a house. These are things that American citizens are not getting.
Did you wait? Really? Man, come on. That ain't right. Now, who's doing this? Is this a part of the president and the vice president? Y'all need to go then. If you're doing things of that nature, you need to go. Let's let this guy keep talking.
You hear all of the benefits that California is giving illegals. Better than veterans, better than senior citizens, better than our own children, and better than hard-working Americans. The working class is absolutely getting their butts handed to them, and these illegals, they're just scooping up the benefits, baby.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, check that out. Think about that for a
check
minute.
that out. And look at Putin. He laughing about it. Oh, my God. All right, that's your America right there. The Democratic Party. Oh, this is going to be a mess. Vice President, I don't know if you can handle the Korean president and Putin. I don't think you can deal with them guys. And also, they're going to look at America as if we are some straight busters. Bam. Okay. And yeah, it's because you're a lady. They're going to look at you. But if you're going to be a lady and be in there, you're going to have to be hard. And you got to already have been hard. You just can't start now, because they already watched you. You're in focus and they're checking you out now. And if you're not a serious president, like one of them bomb, mean ladies like that, they gonna run all over you. Sorry. Ooh. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out to the show. I really appreciate it. You see your American flags up there. Salute to the veterans. And like and subscribe to the channel. Your boy L Mac. I'll see you on the next one.